Nobody brags about being sober anymore, unless it's to a cop. Right? People think it's cool to brag when you're not sober, right? Like, man, I'm so high I can touch the sky. Or like, man, I'm so drunk. Yeah. No one's ever like, man, I'm so sober I can pay my bills to control my bladder. This is awesome, right? Nobody wants to party with that guy. And it's funny because drinking gives you this ambition to make big, detailed plans with your best friends for the next day that you don't feel like doing when you wake up hungover the next morning. Drunk plans, you guys are guilty. I know what you're talking about. If you make drunk plans tonight, make them with someone else who's drunk. Because they'll wake up tomorrow, same boat as you. You call them at 3, dude, we made plans to go rollerblading. Dude, it's okay, we were drunk. Make plans with a sober person, you wake up to 5 voicemails. Hey dude, it's 9 a.m. I'm at the dock. You said you want to go canoeing? Dressed as Ninja Turtles. Everybody's looking at me, bro. I made the sandwiches you wanted. You said you wanted egg salad. That's disgusting, but you told me it's ninja food, so I made them, bro. I mean, give me a call back, dude. I mean, Leonardo, late. That's what we called each other last night. Okay, Donatello, out. Bye.
I'm recovering from a cold. I feel much better now. Whenever I get sick, I always feel like I'm gonna die. I'm terrified of viruses, man. Viruses hate human beings. They hate us because we didn't give them a kingdom in the classification system. Right, some of you guys know what I'm talking about. There's 6 kingdoms of classification in the system, all right? There's animals, there's plants, there's fungus. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Had to pick someone for that. Bacteria gets 2 kingdoms. Oh, the double sweet. Thank you very much. And then the last one is protists, which is algae. Seriously? Algae made the cut? Do you think viruses are a little bit pissed about that? Like, algae? What? We're killing people on a daily, all right? We have the common cold coming out with a new release every year. We had Ebola putting us on the map last year. We're the reason you wear condoms. You're terrified of us. We are viruses. How many more have to die till we get a kingdom? I guess what I'm trying to say is free Palestine. I don't really know.
I was on the 5, speed limit's like 70. I was going like 90, and I see these brights shining behind me. It's a big rig truck that wants me to move over to the right lane so he can pass me up. That's the era that we live in, like 90s, not fast enough for a big rig. So I'm like, this is a safety hazard. I'm gonna be a hero for once. This involves no confrontation, so it's good, you know? I'm like, I'm just gonna stay put. So I put my phone down, and it's like, I'm gonna do this, you know? I'm just like talking to myself. I'm like, know your lane, bro, know your lane, you know? He just keeps shining the brights. 10 minutes past, I'm like sweating from the heat. I'm like, know your lane, bro, know your lane. He gets even closer, the brights get even bright. I can't take it anymore. I pull over, I'm so mad, I flip him off. He passes me up. I see the truck, it says Amazon Prime. Like, that's how they do it, dude. That's how they do it. Wow. I got happy all of a sudden. My package made it home before I did. That was great. I used to go to this high school where this guy would hold up this sign that said, God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, which is very homophobic and very Steve-phobic as well. Very anti-Steve. Every Steve in my school was like, I don't exist? What's going on? It's so weird how some people think that men being gay is like not natural. It makes pure mathematical sense to me when you consider the ratio of people. What are those 2 extra dudes supposed to do? Just sit there and talk? You know what guys like to do.
He graduated with a major in math from Berkeley. Let's make him a joke, right?
Yes, I went to UC Berkeley. That just means that I get offended at everything. Don't test me. I'll cry right here to prove a point. They all treat us like shit if we didn't go to Harvard, okay? Who still goes to Stanford?
Woo!
All right, one person. Thank you so much. Thank you for ditching your class to be here. What are you studying out there?
Pre-modern Chinese literature.
You said something Chinese literature? What kind of Chinese?
Pre-modern Chinese literature.
Pre-modern. Okay, fantastic. That's crazy because I actually did modern Chinese literature, so I'm glad to see you're studying the era before that. So, how many years left do you have?
That's a sensitive question to ask.
Never ask a Stanford student how long they're going to be in school for.
I don't know when I would ever graduate.
pre-modern Chinese literature, probably, you've been studying it for like 4 years now, maybe 3 years, 4 years.
What exactly?
But I imagine the period of that literature is probably longer than that, so you probably got some years to go. All right, so the rest of you all graduated from Stanford. Did anybody do like a short term at Berkeley? Be honest. Be honest, don't lie to me. Thank you so much for your bravery. What did you study at Berkeley?
Went there for a summer session.
For a summer session. All right, fantastic. Fantastic. She had to get away from the stringency of Stanford for a nice summer break. Because she was going to Stanford for her regular courses, and everybody was like, hey, when are you going to finish? She's like, don't ask me that! You're going to take some time off and go to Berkeley. People don't ask you that. What'd you study at that summer session? Hell yeah. Did it work? Did you also study marketing at Stanford? Okay, well, hey, Stanford couldn't satisfy that particular part. She's like, I want to be a product manager. They're like, well, you got to learn marketing. Stanford's like, no, we can't do that for you. Stanford, you need to help me out. All we have is pre-med and pre-modern Chinese literature. I'm so sorry. That's all we have for you. Anyways, go Bears and go. What's your guys' mascot? Cardinals.
Trees!
It's a tree, but it used to be something because everybody's saying Cardinals. Okay, this is why you guys don't have marketing classes, because clearly your branding is not on point. I've known of Stanford my whole life, and I can't even tell you what your mascot or icon is, and you can't even tell me either. I'm like, hey, what are you guys? It's the tree cardinal, trees cardinals. Tree is the unofficial mascot. Okay, fantastic. That's, again, rule number 1 in marketing is tell the customer what they're getting. Customer's like, hey, what kind of oil do you use for your french fries? Well, peanut oil is the unofficial oil. But we're actually using bacon grease, it's not plant-based. Final question, because I do gotta go. That's summer at Berkeley. Did you have a good time? She's nodding! She's nodding! Because Berkeley, we do know how to have fun, okay? And so do you, but in different ways, all right? You have your fun between classes, we have it after classes, because our classes actually end, all right? Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for supporting the show. Love you guys.
Is there anything that I didn't talk about tonight that you guys would like for me to talk about? Anything you want? Rafa, and yes?
Malube.
Malube, yeah.
The big case.
The pink cave?
Case.
The big case?
Yeah. The big case.
I mean, that's a very ambiguous, like, the big case. Like, my suitcase is very big. I don't know, like, you talking about the Trump trial? P. Diddy? Let's lighten it up for a moment before we go into anything. Let's talk about P. Diddy, okay? P. Diddy, okay. I mean, I've been trying to find the right joke about Diddy, but it's hard because it just keeps getting worse and worse, you know? Turns out his record label, Bad Boy, not an ironic name, all right? He's a very bad boy. Turns out people are who do they tell you they are. It's crazy to me because growing up, you know, he seemed so sweet and innocent back when he was Puff Daddy. Because it was like, I'm puffy, like a marshmallow. Aww, you know? But then when he changed his name to Diddy, everybody's like, what happened? Like, why did he do that? Everybody collectively, when he changed his name to P. Diddy, we're like, what does that mean? Why did he do it? Why did he, right? I finally realized why he chose Diddy. He wanted to top everyone else in doing the worst things, right? Because I know artists who've been canceled for all sorts of reasons, and he's like, I'm gonna do all of them, right? Right? Like he R. Kelly'd, he Epstein'd, and he Cosby'd. You know what I mean? Like that is a rare combination. Because he's like, I'm so rich and powerful, I can do whatever I want. Should I A, get involved in the drug trade? B, start slipping things into people's drinks for no reason? C, have minors around just for extra controversy? D, videotape it all? Or E, all of the above? And he did E. Thank you. If you don't like that joke, I'm a bad boy, okay? Let's talk about Rafa for a minute. So, you know, it's very sad. Nobody has good images in their head. People have been sharing the AI All Eyes on Rafa, which is good cause, good movement. Although I don't know why that image specifically. You can't really tell what's going on. So I see all these celebrities, I'm like, they have no fucking idea what they're sharing, and they're sharing it. Rafah is the southern district of Gaza. And it was originally designated as a safe zone many times. They kept pushing Palestinians further south into the place. Rafah was the one place where they're like, all right, that's the safe place for Palestinians. And then there was this imminent invasion. I'm talking about it as if you guys have no fucking idea. Just this, you know. Just for context, for like the one person in the room who's been sleeping. Somebody asked interview with Biden. He said, "Would it be crossing a red line if Netanyahu invaded Rafah?" And he said, "Yes, it would." And then Netanyahu invaded Rafah, and Biden's just still eating ice cream. And it's been horrible. There's a lot of really bad scenes out there, and people are even like relocating. Like my family now has shifted to Khan Yunis, and it's so tragic because. You know, if you saw old photos of Gaza, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. The beaches are beautiful. Like, there's been this stigma, like, oh, they live with Hamas, and there's no rights, and they live in a shithole. And like, dude, Gaza was beautiful. It was a beautiful place. And the thing is that, you know, for years, Palestinians, we talk about the situation, we want an end to the occupation. And then people always try to be very specific. We're like, well, technically Gaza's not occupied. You're like, what is it? Well, it's technically under a blockade and a siege. Like, that sounds much worse. I don't know why. I think you should just stick with occupation. That's like me saying, oh, me and my girlfriend, we're not broken up. She's just seeing as many guys as she wants, while I live with my mom and nobody can enter my house unless they're related to me. So I'm not single. I'm just alone with my mom all the time. And if you look at old photos of Gaza, they're beautiful. The beaches are beautiful, and Rafah especially. If you look at southern Gaza, there's such beautiful images. If you look at the old, and now everything's. It's just so sad how we've got here. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's literally like the whole world is turned upside down. And there's a saying for that in Arabic. When we say something turned upside, we say makluba. So we say makluba. Yeah. Here's the thing, okay? You flip the makluba over, right? But then there's a whole paradigm shift, right? Because when you flip the makluba, it's a vicious flip that a lot of people have fucked up, right? But once you do it, and then you reveal, and then you show the true colors, and then the aromas fill the air, everything changes, okay? So we're in that scary phase of the flip, okay? And soon we're going to have the reveal, and we're going to have a free Palestine under that beautiful My teacher? Well, have you not been listening to my set? I'm pretty sure I've been up here spitting facts like fire.
Not all teachers spit facts.
True, good, real. That's a fact. That's facts right there. I was a teacher for 6 years, and I was a teacher for 6 years. That was my job before this. I left that to do this, which shows you how little that pays. Okay, and that was my second job. My job before that, I was a pot dealer, so I've evolved. I went from drug dealer to teacher. I was reverse Breaking Bad. Are you a teacher? Okay, one teacher teaching all of Florida. That's amazing. We got a room of 250 people, and there's one teacher in Orlando. Oh, you have a teacher? We got a teacher? What do you teach?
High school special ed.
High school special ed. Awesome. Come in, man. You're also very lucky. You get the nice kids. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. How about you?
Oh, no, they paid me minimum wage to be a teaching assistant for English.
So you got the out? They paid you minimum wage to be a teaching assistant?
Yeah, so I didn't go into teaching.
Is that how you become a teacher nowadays? You work as a teaching assistant, and you're like, oh, that's what they do. And then you eventually like, one day I'm going to take over this class. What?
That's residency for them.
That's for residency. Yeah. That's your. Yeah, you're wearing scrubs. Any other teachers in here? Oh, so there's a few. Retired teacher. What did you teach?
Algebra 2 and pre-calculus.
Algebra 2 and pre-calculus. Beautiful. Look at you. My number one fan. Was that tester? Yeah, tester out. 2x plus y equals 75. Yeah. Algebra. I mean, are you Arab, right? You're Arab? Are you Arab?
I'm Palestinian.
Palestinian. Palestinian from Bethlehem. And again, for the 5 people in this room who don't know, Bethlehem, the birthplace of this country's savior. Okay, Bethlehem. Okay, Bethlehem. I mean, Beit is house of Laham. Laham is meat. Yeah. House of meat. Bethlehem's a house of meats. So Jesus was not a vegan.
They got the
Yeah, they got the meats. That was that. Yeah, that's the saying about Bethlehem. That's awesome. And you taught algebra. Algebra has Middle Eastern roots because al-jabr. Al-jabr, yes.
Also Arabic numerals.
Arabic numerals, yes. You know what's crazy is there was a survey like 6 years ago in this country where 75% of Americans voted that we need to ban Arabic numerals. Because they're dangerous, apparently. Yeah, some of you are laughing because you understand why that's hilarious. Some of you are like, that sounds about right, Sammy. We should ban these Arabic numerals. Why we trade numerals with the Arabs in the first place? Some of you are like, I have no idea what's going on. If you weren't entirely sure, Arabic numerals are the numbers that we use on a daily basis. If you can count 1, 2, 3, congrats, you speak Arabic. If you can say 1, 2, 3, yalla, you speak Arabic very well. People think they're only Arabic when they're being counted down. Like 3, 2, 1, like no. They're Arabic forward as well. That's why people hate Arabs so much, because of math, dude. I am going in October, actually. So, yeah. But I'm going to go to Beirut. Are you from Lebanon?
Yes, I'm half Palestinian, half Lebanese.
I mean, a great mix. You ever get this when I tell people like I'm Lebanese Palestinian? They're like, how are you Lebanese and Palestinian? I'm like, how do you not know a map?
How are you Puerto Rican and Dominican?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a great question, right? It's like, how are you Cuban but from Florida? You know what I mean? It's like, you dumb. It's all in the neighborhood. Yasser Arafat. I don't need. Hey, whoa. Ooh, 2 controversial figures in one. That's tough because I always try to find connections when people give me 2 things, but I'm like Yasser Arafat, Amy Schumer. It's like I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Just hide her.
You can hide Amy. You don't have to talk about her.
I can hide her. Oh, like this is like social media where I click like don't show. I can just do that to crowd members. I'm like mute. No, I would never do. If I attempted to make an Amy Schumer and a Yasser Arafat joke, that would be a complete train wreck. That was an Amy Schumer movie. Only 5 people are gonna get it. No. People asked me if I wanted to go see Trainwreck, and I, like Yasser Arafat, I declined. Red cows? Yeah. I'm gonna need a little more what? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little behind on the prophecies. The biblical history.
Evidently, the Israelis were trying to gather red cows to bring them to the temple.
Yeah.
That they were.
Like for real?
Yeah. They bred them in Texas.
Okay, so they ride them in Texas.
They bred them in Texas. They brought them to Israel.
Oh, okay. Cool. Can we back this up one? Is there like a biblical verse that says red cows?
They're dismantling the Muslim
The rodeo?
They're
dismantling the rodeo.
They just want to like.
Right, they're trying to.
Yes, it's biblical.
Right.
It's all biblical.
It's all biblical. Right. That's the evangelical shit.
Yes.
You watched the last episode? Oh, the most recent episode of Zateo. He breaks it. Mehdi's my boy. That's my boy. I thought you were saying we're currently in the last episode of Humanity. I was like, that is. Well, that's what. That's the evangelicals. That's that's why they're like Israel, because they're like end times. Even though it's like if you read what happens at the end times, it's not good. I don't know why anybody wants that. So they're rounding up cows from Texas, and these cows are actually red cows. Are they kind of like brown with like a red tint? Are they like? Are cows actually red? Does that exist?
They can't touch a certain person.
I can't imagine. There's no cow that's actually red. It's like red, like a redhead. It's like a ginger cow. They're like Irish cows, basically. It's just like oh moo, Mr. O'Cattle. So it's people are shaking their head like, what the am I supposed to do with what they're giving me? Can you think of better humor on the spot? So they're rounding up these Irish cows in Texas, and they're actually shipping them to.
They're there.
They're already there, and they have them there to try to speed up the prophecy.
The thing is that the Muslim temple in Israel falls.
Al-Aqsa, yeah.
So they can sacrifice the cows to bring bring on.
Oh, so if they
demons.
sacrifice the cows, they think it'll be the fall of Al-Aqsa. That's what
The
they
apocalypse or whatever they
Okay.
say.
Yeah. The biggest joke is on the cows who are just like, they're like, what do these idiots think they're doing?
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the cows got a free birthright trip. Yeah, that's a good one. Bro, even the cows are joining IDF now. They're like, bro, IDF is like full on recruiting. They're like, dude. Ron DeSantis? Listen, guys, I want to be invited back here, so I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Okay, what's the latest thing that Ron DeSantis did? He banned lab meat. I'll f- with that. What does it come from? Red cows? What's like another recent thing he did? He wants to deport Palestinians. Oh, protesters back to Gaza. Yeah. Here's the thing. To be honest, like there needs to be more humanitarian workers in Gaza right now. And say what you will about DeSantis, but he's been known for providing free rides to people. So if he pays for the plane ride, I say, bro, we're all going. Bro, if you like, cause you know you gotta have at least like I don't know what 100,000 people here at least to support Gaza, like in this state of Florida, at least 100,000, right? So if he pays for the flight for all y'all to go to Gaza, bro, the war's gonna be over tomorrow, dude. As we've seen, DeSantis is willing to pay for shit that he believes in. So if he wants to fly you out there like he did the migrants, let him do it, dude.
You can't get a public project if you don't sign a pledge not to boycott Israel.
Oh yeah, there's anti-BDS laws here.
No, that's Ron DeSantis.
That's Ron DeSantis. What a fake ass American that guy is, dude. That I don't give a how much you say, oh, America first. As soon as you put in anti-BDS law, you're a fake ass American, dude. This country was founded on boycotting, dude. You're who's bought off. And I'm not gonna name who you're bought off by, but it's just not just one person. It's, let's say they come in a pack. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much, Orlando. I love you guys. Thank you.
Did you guys watch the Trump inauguration? Neither did I. But I saw the highlights. A lot more Nazi salutes than I thought there was going to be. A lot more Nazi salutes. Man, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I thought there was going to be some other way to convey that without... You guys know Nazis, right? You guys know Nazis? You guys know like what it means to salute someone? So then y'all heard of the Nazi salute. Oh, shit. Oh man. Good. All right. Yeah. No. It was definitely there was definitely one more Nazi salute than I was expecting to see at the Trump inauguration, but one less than it would to make me surprised. Actually, it was. Yeah, I was capping it too. Yeah, no, it's crazy because you know there's some debate about whether it actually was a Nazi salute or not. I mean, it was pretty deliberate. I don't know if you saw like the slow-mo replay. I watched it like 10 times just to make sure. Because I'm like, who knows? Maybe Elon was just excited, you know. But if you look at he pats his chest, like he goes like this, and then he extends. Why are you pointing at me? Why are you pointing at me? Oh, he's like, you do it now. No, I ain't doing it. And then you know, I thought he would maybe stop right here or just like flail his arm like that, but he went full on. He went full on Nazi salute. Oh, now you don't do it anymore. That's too much shit to talk. I can't even keep up with the news cycle anymore, man. I was just finishing my jokes about the fires, and then you gotta say something as a comedian. You know, you should pretend like, oh, I see fire, I'm gonna not say shit. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it's like the firefighters put out the fires, I make the jokes. You know what I mean? We each serve our role, you know? I'm finishing my firefighter jokes, you know? I'm just like working on my jokes about the H-1B visa shit. And then motherfuckers out here giving Nazi salutes, and I'm just like, what the f***, dude? Like, slow down, dude. Like, slow this shit down. I didn't even watch the inauguration, and people are like, dude, you don't have material on Melania's hat yet? I'm like, no, like, let me fucking see the hat first. Jeez, it's like, God. Yeah, dude, I didn't watch the inauguration, but I saw the clip of the Nazi salute, but it's crazy. It's great because if you saw the footage, like he went into it, man. Like he didn't. At first, I thought maybe he's just excited, you know, Elon, how he gets at the rallies, he jumps up really high, you know. Remember those jumping? You know. So maybe that's what happened, you know, but he, you know, you look at the slow-mo, he goes, you know, and then it's like, oh shit, and then I'm not gonna go all the way because somebody could take a picture, so. But yeah, dude, it's crazy. And the ADL, you know the ADL, Anti-Defamation League, they should just be called the Defamation League because all they do is talk shit about people on the DL. But they're usually the ones who call out anti-Semitism, but I guess they didn't go after Elon because he's not a college protester. And yep, he wasn't in front of a tent in front of a campus fighting actual occupation. He did the actual Nazi salute. Crazy. Yeah, the ADL was like, oh, he just must have been very excited. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, I see what's going on here. But yeah, no, Elon, and I mean, I don't know, I'm sure at some point there's going to be like a counter story that's going to be like, actually it's the Roman salute. Like, okay, yeah, but we all know what it's famous for, you know what I mean? Like, right? Like, I used to use baby oil, you know, but like now Diddy f***ed that up, you know what I mean? It used to be just Johnson & Johnson baby oil, you know, just for a regular baby. Now it's for freak off exclusively, so, you know, but yeah, no, it was a Nazi salute, man. And I mean, I don't know, Elon really is kind of like the new Hitler, you know, not just because he's a tall white guy, but because he's a billionaire. Hitler was a billionaire, little known fact. Was into cars. Hitler was into cars. Moved from one racist country to another racist country. And both older dudes that can't grow facial hair on their cheeks. So, yeah. Yeah, I've seen Elon's face. You can only grow right there. But, all right. Maybe that joke's not ready yet. I'll put it back in the stash. It's the best I can do so far, guys. I can have the best. I'm working on it. So tomorrow you're going to see footage of Elon and my ASL interpreter both. But the ADL will call her out. She'll be like, anti-Semitic interpreter at a Palestinian show was doing the Nazi salute. Maybe Elon was just pointing to Mars. Maybe that's what he was doing. He's like, we're gonna go there. This is one of my favorite stages to perform. I have a lot of good memories on this stage. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Have you seen me before? Happy birthday. Yeah. You're not gonna ask how I knew it was your birthday? I'm a psychic. Yeah. Happy birthday. Thanks for choosing you to spend your birthday. Is your birthday today? Today. Happy birthday. Yeah. All right, that's where that conversation ends. Because you'd be like, how old are you? And be like, you don't ask a woman how old you are. Like, is it cool being a different age than the one you were yesterday? It's the age where you lose your health insurance. You're Luigi here. That's awesome. Good for you. You're a young Weege in the making. They didn't deny you yet, right? Okay, yeah, good. No, not yet. Yeah. All right, cool. We'll talk about the mission later.
What else?
Inauguration.
The inauguration. Yeah, I watched it. I watched the highlights. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't study Melania's hat for 5 hours. What's it doing? Obviously, the Nazi salute took everybody's attention away from everything else that happened at the inauguration. It's kind of hard not to focus on that. But I think, honestly, the most interesting event of the inauguration was Mark Zuckerberg looking at Lauren Sanchez's chest. Like, that picture is never going away. Do you understand? I don't know if you saw, so Trump has 4 of the 5 richest people on stage with him at the inauguration. He's got Elon Musk, he's got Mark Zuckerberg, he's got Jeff Bezos, and the Google guy. I don't know his name. It's kind of up that I don't know his name, but I know the other guys. But do you know his name? Shut the up. So he has them on stage, and then for some reason Bezos gets to bring his +1, I guess because he has the same day shipping. And so Bezos had his side. Are they married? No. They're fiancés, so his side piece. And well, anyways, they're in the process of getting married, obviously, and he has her on stage. But I don't think Zuckerberg brought his wife. I don't think Elon knows who he's with right now. And then Trump had Melania hiding under a cylindrical shadow. So she was, she was there, right? And she was wearing a low-cut blouse, which is a choice. And Mark Zuckerberg was standing right over. And I don't know, bless the photographer who nailed that shot. Because you think Zuckerberg is a billionaire. He has to be like, okay, when I go in public, people are going to be watching me, But for some reason, his metaverse glitched. And he, in a moment, he was looking at her low-cut blouse, and the photographer got it. Perfect frame rate, nailed it. And that picture is not, sure, it's simple, it's just, boys will be boys, whatever. That's the baseline, Zuckerberg's got it in him, or whatever. Or, toxic masculinity, or however you want to see it. But that picture is more meaningful than that. That picture is the beginning of a divorce, okay? That picture.
He's like, honey, let's go to the metaverse and sort this out.
Doesn't matter how rich you are. That's, anyways. He what? Oh, he liked her pictures on Instagram too? Did you check that? Did you that's the first thing everybody did. They went on Instagram, looked at Lauren Sanchez's profile. They're like, has Zuckerberg liked her photos? He's liked previous photos of hers, or? Oh, we're so creepy right now. We're just like, dude. We're like, oh my God, Zuckerberg has a thing for Lauren Sanchez. That's her name, right? Lauren Sanchez? I don't want to be. It is? Right, you guys don't. So, yeah, I thought that was the most, interesting moment. But obviously, Elon's got to come out and do a Nazi salute, whatever. But now, okay, listen, I don't actually think that Elon is a Nazi, okay? But everybody's just saying he's on the spectrum or whatever. But yeah, he's also on the Nazi spectrum. You know what I mean? There is such thing as a Nazi spectrum. You start at 0 and then you're just full Hitler, and he's somewhere in between. We don't know. You cannot mathematically argue that he's not somewhere. We know he's not 0. If he was 0, he would have not made that motion. Okay? I don't think he's Hitler. I don't think he's actually a Nazi. But I think there's a couple of things. He could be so clueless that he just made that. But there was definitely the intention of the Roman salute. There was that kind of energy, I'm going to do a Roman salute. But the Roman salute is the Nazi salute. The Roman salute became popularized as the Nazi salute. Like, that's what we know it for. So, like, at some point, you got to make a choice. Be like, am I going to do the thing that's known for this thing? You know what I mean? Like, I used to love using Johnson & Johnson's baby oil. But did he change that? Did he change that? He used to just make my skin silky smooth, but now it's like, oh, you go to freak offs. Like, no, I'm not that guy. So he did that. Also, I mean, it's like you know, so what? He makes an accidental gesture, but like, then how do you talk about it later on Twitter? And he basically said, go f yourself in the face, and essentially what he did metaphorically. And it was surprisingly how many people were defending him. Like the ADL. I don't know if you know Anti-Defamation League. They should just change their name to Defamation League, because that's basically all they do. They should call themselves the DL. But the ADL is totally. They usually go after anti-Semitism all the time, but they're like, don't get out of hand here. He was just excited, like they totally gave him the pass because he's not a peaceful college protester. So, yeah. And, but yeah, also some really good people defended him, like Netanyahu. That's someone who you really want to have on your side. Netanyahu's like, no, I know Elon. So yeah, anyways, that happened. Really saved Mark Zuckerberg, if you think about it, because otherwise we would have focused a lot more on that picture. He got really lucky with that. All right, let's see. I only have 7 hours left. What? Is there anything I haven't talked about yet tonight that you'd like for me to talk about? Anything you guys want? What was that? Math? More math? Yeah, you know I could do that. Come on. I wait for people to ask that question. I could do some math. Should I go into the math now, or is there anything else you want to do before I walk people?
Get dirty with math.
What's that?
Get dirty with math.
Get dirty with math? Yeah? Get dirty with math and statistics. Oh, you guys are a nerd crowd who didn't act like nerds earlier. Such a nerd crowd that, okay, I could with that. So, math jokes, get dirty with math jokes. Get dirty with them. I mean, I'm just obsessed with mathematics. I actually once dated a girl because her birthday was March 14th. Pi Day, you guys know? That's like a math man's fetish. Yeah. When I saw that birthday, I didn't give a shit that she was a communist. I just went from parallel to perpendicular. You know what I mean? I went from 0 to 90 real quick. And then I found out she didn't even like math. She loved pot as much as I love math, which worked out because my birthday's 420. So it all came back around full circle. Get it? Circle? Because circumference equals pi times the d I gave her. That's for you, my friend. That's for you. Okay? That's a dirty math joke. Dirty. Thank you so much. I love you, Oxnard. You guys are.
One more time for Sammy Obeid. Come on, guys. Keep clapping. Let them hear the love.
Are you a relationship therapist? Yeah.
No, I'm just from Morocco.
You're just from Morocco. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Is there anything that you'd like me to talk about? Anything? Kendrick? And what did you say over there? Super Bowl. So basically Kendrick. Yeah. Kendrick. Yeah, I mean, so first of all, I didn't watch Super Bowl. Okay. I rarely watch that shit. I mean, I'll watch like the highlights, but I don't support that shit. Okay. I don't give a who's playing in it. Okay.
I'm Philly though.
What's that?
I said Philly.
Philly? Are you a Philly fan?
No, but I'm from Jersey.
You're from Jersey. She's like, I'm nearby Philly. I'm like, are you a Philly fan? She's like, I'm in the adjacent state. So naturally, that's like saying, do you like the Golden State Warriors? Yeah, I live in Reno. I live in Reno, so obviously I'm a Golden State Warrior fan. That was interesting. I've been a fan of Kendrick for a long time. I think he's extremely talented. I think he's one of the greatest artists of our time. I don't love that he didn't say anything about Gaza. I don't know what his reasons are for not like saying literally anything. I wish he did. But other than that, I think he's a great artist. He's a bit fixated on Drake right now. I will say it's like, like Drake, obviously Drake's mistake for like trying to do a diss track against Kendrick, like that was his own burial. I don't know what he was thinking. Like, I don't know. Canadians, stay out of the diss track game. It's not your thing. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you going to be like? Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. Like, it's not. And so then Drake buries him with the song They Not Like Us. He buries him. Kendrick buries him. And now, correct me if I'm wrong. So Jay-Z books the Super Bowl, basically. Jay-Z books the halftime show. Okay, so that's who I got to reach out to next year. But I'm so close. But Jay-Z booked Kendrick because I guess Diddy wasn't available, and I'm just kidding. But so Jay-Z booked Kendrick because he could have booked Lil Wayne, right? He could have booked Lil Wayne, who would make a lot of sense in New Orleans, but he didn't because Drake signed with Wayne's label. Is that correct? Am I correct? So it was, okay. Well, I guess apparently I know less than we all know equally little. I don't know, and I don't know if this is true. Somebody told Kendrick not to do They Not Like Us, right? They told him. The Super Bowl people told him. The Super Bowl gods. Whoever's running the show. Tom Brady. Fucking Tom Brady. He's like, whatever you do, don't do They Not Like Us. And boy, he did They Not Like Us. He even wore a chain that had a line from the song in it. And it was a line that everybody sang together. I mean, this has had to be Drake's worst night of his whole life, because Drake's sitting at home like, he's gonna follow the rules. Okay? I know Kendrick's, we've been a little mean-spirited, but he's going to follow the rules, and he's not going to do They Not Like Us, because I specifically requested that he does indeed They Not Like Us. And then you hear the song come on, da-na-na-na, and he's like, oh no, they're just playing the music, right? And then Kendrick comes on, he does the whole song, and they did bleed, because there's a part where he says, certified lover boy, certified pedophile. But he didn't say pedophile. He just said certified lover boy, certified, and then looked at the camera. And then it was just like so awkward. And then when he does a line in the song where he says A minor, which is it's a pun because he's talking about the chord A minor, and he's also talking about Drake being a pedophile. And he said probably A minor, and the whole crowd sang along with that line. Like literally the whole crowd. Like there was grandmas. They're like, A minor. Like everybody was in on it. It was the most unification I've seen in the United States in like 30 years. Everybody was like, we know this Canadian's a pedophile. And they all, and then there was a part, and so Kendrick had a chain that said A minor on it, right? I believe. It's like, wow, really like rubbed it in. And then there was a part where he looked at the camera, I believe, correct? Because I didn't actually see this part. He looked at the camera, and then he was like, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. So he really rubbed it in. So the Super Bowl was not good to Drake. Literally the whole halftime show was just to like really, really hurt Drake, which is, I'm here for it. But like, whoa, Kendrick, like are you just gonna keep doing this? Like, how far is it gonna go? But we all know that was not the main event of the Super Bowl halftime, okay? The main event of the Super Bowl halftime was the hero backup dancer held up a combo Palestinian Sudan flag to free both Palestine and Sudan at the Super Bowl in the time when that message is needed the most. And dude, he was so on it. He was pulled it out and he was just like waving that shit and then like looking and waving that shit and looking. And then the moment he saw security coming towards him, he got the stage and he was still waving it, and then he was like moving around, he was like waving it, and then he moved here. And then 5 dudes in suits tackled him. It was a sack. They fucking sacked him.
They let him off.
And they let him off with no charges. And we can hope that Kendrick helped with that, okay? And if Kendrick did help with that, then I'll clock that in for his Palestine contribution. But the funny thing is that that backup dancer, if you saw, it was just chaotic. The Super Bowl is always chaotic. They always have like 1,000 backup dancers, and you know they're not all great. You know what I mean? Like some of them are obviously really good at what they do, and some of them are just there like. But like that guy like knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? He was walking around like repping the flag, and then everybody was like, and you could see that guy, and they all just like tuned him out. They didn't even know what was going on. But they tackled him, and the guy got off free. So that guy's a hero because for 30 seconds during the Super Bowl halftime, the most watched spectacle in American media every year, we saw a Palestinian and Sudanese flag saying "Free Palestine, Free Sudan." That's incredible. That's incredible. That's incredible. What song was that too, by the way? What song was playing when he did that? Was it They Not Like Us? Was it? That's how long that song is too. It's fucking long. That's what Kendrick did. He created a distraction, shitting on Drake. He's like, everybody, come on, A minor. And that's what the guy pulled it out. He's like, yeah. Yeah, that was fire.
Is Drake a bigger perv than Belichick?
Is Drake a... Oh yeah, Bill Belichick has like a really young girlfriend. He's like what, like 70 or some shit? 80. Oh, he's 80? Yeah. Holy shit! And his girlfriend's like 24 or some shit. Yeah, that's creepy. But I'm pretty sure that Kendrick couldn't cross that line at that specific event. The good old days. All right, simpler times. What else? Okay. Okay. I'm with it. Make some noise if you're Polly. That corner back there is hot. That corner back there is looking for trouble. Awesome, awesome. How long have you been Polly for? 5 years. 5 years? Awesome, awesome. And so what made you decide to be poly?
There's the idea of like poly as identity, the
Mhm.
same way as queer identity.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So you didn't decide. You were born into it. Well, no, I mean, you know, I've obviously heard it, you know, because like obviously, like you said, it's an identity. So some people feel like they're born poly. I feel like I am too. My girlfriend says otherwise. You know? I tried explaining that to her. I was like, poly is identity. You don't understand is that I identify as poly. And she was like, we're in a relationship. I was like, I know, but that's, you know, that's a little insensitive. Do you feel though, and just, you know, out of curiosity, do you feel like your whole life, did you feel like, you know, the poly identity in the sense that like you feel like I'm attracted to different people, or like I want to have, you know, love from different, like.
Yeah, it never made sense to me that only one person could provide everything for you in a relationship.
I think that's. I think you summed it up. I think you said. I think you're speaking the truth right now. All the people in relationships are like, shut this down right now. I don't need these seeds being planted in your head, Teresa. I love that. I love that. To expect one person to fully satisfy you. That's almost disrespectful. Satisfy yourself. Yeah. I like you took it in the other direction. Right? Polly's like, I can get satisfaction from multiple partners. Sky's the limit. Right? If you're in a monogamous relationship, you're like, one person only. And then you're like, how about zero? How about you just satisfy your goddamn self? Now here's one thing as a mathematician. When it comes to polyamory, right? Poly means multiple, many, but unspecified, right? So when you have a polygon, we know it's a figure of multiple sides, but it could be as many as, we decide it to be, right? So you could have a hexagon, that's 6 sides, or an octagon, that's 8 sides, So theoretically, if you're poly, could you choose your number? I'm octoamorous. Right? I believe in 8 partners. I believe in 8. Balance, that's balance right there. That's balance. Or like I'm hexaamorous. I'm hexaamorous. I have 6 partners, or I'm decaamorous, That's a lot of satisfaction right there. We're not done with this. Polyamorous friend, would you recommend being poly to other people here in the room? 100%. 100%. Okay. But you have to be born into it, right? So it may or may not be for you. How do I know? How do I know if polyamory is for me or not? You try it? That's how you find out? Yeah. Consensually. Oh, okay. That's not as fun. I just had an assignment, I was like, I'm going to get out there. But consensually. Okay, so you're saying, let's say I'm in a relationship right now. You're saying I should break it off and go. What's that? Talk to her and be like, hey, I was at a comedy show. And you know how I sometimes ask the crowd for suggestions, and polyamory came up. And I said, hey, as a mathematician, can you choose octamory, hexamory? And people didn't really vibe with that, so I felt like I asked a follow-up question. So I said, do you recommend it? And she was like, yeah, you should try it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But she's like, but consensually. So here we are. How do you think that would go over? Get the book. There's a book. What's it called? Polly Secure by Jessica who? Fern. F-E-R-N. Got it. Like the plant. I just have to do the same. Who is it with? Oh, you're saying if I'm with a partner and I have 8, she has to have 8, and then we can both say we ate, right? Yeah. You ate that. But are you suggesting that if I were to have 8 and she were to have 7, there would be some kind of imbalance there? You said polygamy. You just said polygamy. We ain't talking about that, okay? We ain't going that far. We're talking about polyamory, okay? Anybody here into polygamy? Make some noise. Okay. So San Fran is not quite on that yet, okay? We're progressive with limits, okay? We're all about the amore, not the gamey. You know what I mean? But you're saying that if I did it with a partner, it would have to be completely even. Because if there was one little imbalance, it would just start with an even number. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that was the angle that you were pursuing. She's like, the problem is not that she would have 7. The problem is that you both need to have even numbers. Okay, got it. So if I have 8 and she has 0, because 0. No, if I have 8, she has 2. Let's be fair. She has 2. It's a mean number, like the average. What's that? Why are you making a circle? Are you a relationship therapist? Yeah.
No, I'm just from Morocco.
You're just from Morocco. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I didn't know that was Morocco's like national slogan. We're not relationship therapists. We're just from Morocco. Come visit. We'll give you great advice. What's that?
We send you to Spain.
Send me to Spain? Is that what you do to the bad boys who don't follow the rules of polygamy? She's like, if you have 8 partners and she has 7, we send you to Spain. Okay. Last question. And then there's a group of poly friends in here. We have a poly gang. What's that? They're not poly. Just one poly person. One poly person in the group. Do you feel like it's difficult to have friends who are not poly, or do you think it actually makes it easier? Depends on the person.
This is my family, actually.
Oh, you're with your family. So they're clearly very accepting. Right. Because they not the old. No, are you like pointing to someone right now? She's like, not the older generation, but the younger side of my family. They're super cool. What? Poly's not thinking because it's just fun, right? Oh, that's awesome. And are you family? Awesome. But well, the crowd wasn't sure how to take that. Okay. You guys, you guys are a cool family. You know, you are beyond accepting. You're open. You're very open. You know, I would be like, that's how family, like a normal family should be. Like, Polly's nothing to accept. Like, right. It should be absolutely nothing. But then you're like, it's like they're cool with it because I'm kinky. Like, well, you guys are on another level that most families probably aren't, But I respect that. Your family is accepting of your polyamory because you're kinky. That's really cool. That's because that's a real thing. That's a real thing. Like, there's parents out there who like, I don't want a poly son who's a prude. You know what I mean? So that is a thing. Was that teaching? Yeah. Isn't that ironic? Yeah, I heard you say you're like, teach me something, and then you guys are like, teaching. Yeah. And you want me to do my teaching math in Oakland bit. You want me to do a specific bit. It's funny because I'll ask these questions and people sometimes yell out things for my bits, but I don't remember my bits. And so I'll think they're like saying something personal about me. Like last night at my show, I was like, what else you guys want me to talk about? And it was a long day, and I did not have a glass of water with me up here. And so you could hear my voice was like audibly dry. And so somebody was like, hydration. And I was like, wow, that was kind of mean, like, it's been a long day. I am thirsty, but like, you didn't need to say that, And then, so I was like, no, trust me, guys, I drink water. And then the guy was like, are you sure? And I was like, whoa, this is so mean. And then yeah, I was just like really depressed after that. And then I went up, I left the show, and the guy came up to me. He was like, no, I was trying to get you to do your bit about water. I was like, how the was I supposed to know that from you saying hydration? I'm not going to do the water bit tonight. So there's that. You wanted me to talk about teaching, and you wanted me to teach you something, as if I haven't done enough tonight. I didn't just give you a mathematical relationship lesson. I was a teacher for 6 years. Well, I'm still a teacher. I've been a teacher for 20 years at this point. All right, make some noise. Teachers, where are my teachers at? Teachers! Oh, awesome. That's awesome. That's a lot of teachers. That's really cool. And what do you ex? Former. Well, it's like a president. Like you're still a teacher. I'll still call you teacher, professor, teacher. What would you guys teach?
Biology.
Oh, that's cool. Here in the city, or and you just retired? It was just the time came to leave. No, something. You need to make more money. Okay. I thought you were gonna be like something happened. I was like, that's not gonna be good. But yeah. I mean, it's they don't pay elementary school teachers enough. They don't pay most teachers enough. But yes, you would think elementary in San Francisco, or people, a lot of people here have a decent amount of money, and they're giving you their kids for the day. You would think you'd get a decent salary, but that's f***ed up. That's sad. But I'm glad to see that you made the right choice.
You don't get into teaching for the money.
You don't get into teaching for the money, but you leave it for the. I'm just trying to understand. Just trying to understand the logic here, because I agree. I definitely agree. You don't get into teaching for the money, but you got to eat. It's a factor. It's a factor. So did you guys leave to another profession? What do you do now?
A law librarian.
What's that?
Law librarian.
Law labor.
Law librarian.
Law librarian. Law librarian. So, a legal librarian. And I don't even know what this means, but it makes sense. I can already imagine you're working with lawyers, attorneys, and
A librarian for a private law firm.
okay. Wow. So basically managing the law books, basically. Doing research. Oh, that's awesome. And that pays better than teaching kids. Wow. That's cool. Well, good for you. Good for you. You did the right thing. The lawyers need you more than those kids. Okay? Because they're willing to pay for it. Because apparently we pay all these taxes so that our school system can underpay teachers. And it's not right, because you don't get into teaching for money. Okay? You get into legal librarianism for money. Okay? That's what you do. And what do you do now?
I decided instead of going back to college that I would become an apprentice electrician. And that's what I did.
An apprentice electrician? Yeah, and that pays more than being a teacher too. Holy shit. And this is no offense at all, because these are awesome jobs. But like, you hear these jobs and you're not like, oh, that person's getting paid. You know what I mean? You're not like, I'm a librarian for lawyers. You're not like, that person's rich, dude. And you don't hear like, yeah, I'm an apprentice for an electrician. And you're like, dude, CEO, But both of you guys are getting paid more than being public school teachers in one of the wealthiest cities in America. That's crazy, dude.
Union electricians are very well paid in San Francisco.
Really? And apprentices as well.
Well, I was an apprentice.
You were an apprentice. Oh, you're full-blown electrician. You worked the circuit long enough. Okay, listen. I went to the public school system too. I was there. I also left teaching because it didn't pay well enough. One more teacher. Any other teacher think they teach something really cool? What do you guys teach?
Fourth grade bilingual.
Fourth grade bilingual. Oh, that's awesome. You're in SF also?
Richmond.
Richmond. Okay, cool. Very cool. That's awesome. And are you planning on doing that forever?
I hope to.
You hope to? That's awesome. I love that. I love teachers who don't quit. I'm just kidding. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I love you, San Francisco. I'll see you next time, okay? Thank you.